Say hello to everyone there.
Hello.
Yes, guys, it's a strange sight. I've got the two boys here today. Probably never going to happen ever again. So we're going to react to Shang Chi. I'll pronounce that like I'll better. we're going to react to Shang Chi, and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Different to the first one.
Yeah, it's the second trailer. So hopefully a bit more.
How did you do the first one?
Did you see the first trailer? What did I react to that with?
I've watched it, but I didn't react to it.
Oh, was it? I thought it was you. Oh, I'm not going to sort of react.
Is that no?
Go on.
I don't know.
Well, no, you see, but you know who Shang Chi is, right? You have no idea what he's about.
This is like Kung Fu.
Yeah, he's Marvel's. He was Bruce Lee. He's Marvel's Bruce Lee. Back in the day when Bruce Lee was like top, Marvel came out with Shang Chi, and he actually was almost drawn exactly like Bruce Lee. So he's basically our version of Bruce Lee, and he's the #1 martial artist in Marvel, beyond anybody else.
Who's the closest to him?
The closest to him would be Iron Fist. Some people will argue Iron Fist is more. No. Iron Fist's got superpowers. He's got this. On pure martial arts skills, nobody touches Shang-Chi in Marvel. Anybody else says differently, they're wrong. Okay? Let's get into it.
Throughout my life, the 10 rings gave our family power.
Yes. The 10 rings in comics belong to the Mandarin. In Mandarin, they actually rings like these rings, 10 of them. But I think because of the Infinity Gems, they don't want to do that. So they made the rings, but like bracelets. But it's the Mandarin, the real Mandarin. Remember we saw one Mandarin in Iron Man 2? You remember there was a joke with an actor.
These give you powers, right?
Yeah, the rings give you powers. In the comics, one does fire, one controls ice, one does gravity. I can't remember all 10, but they've all got individual powers.
You got that in the instant, you get very
No,
cool.
they're not near the level of Infinity Stones at all.
If you have both of them on you, feel like
If you had the Infinity Stones, you don't need these. Honestly. Yeah. These are like way below Infinity Stones, but still powerful, but nowhere near, To answer your question, Iron Man 2. Was it Iron Man 2?
Oh, I think it's Spider-Man 2.
No, it was Iron Man 2, sorry. When the terrorist attacked Iron Man in his house. He said, oh, here's my address, and they blew it up. And one guy, Ben Kingsley,
I don't remember.
yeah, you probably. There was a guy called Mandarin in it, but it turned out to be like a fake Mandarin. Yeah. And the Marvel really and a lot of fans got upset that, because the Mandarin's a big deal in the comics. And he is an Iron Man foe, but then they released a little movie shot where it shows that, that there is a real Mandarin, but this is the first time we're going to see the real Mandarin. So let's take that back a bit.
The 10 rings gave our family power. If you want them to be yours one day, you have to show me you are strong enough to carry them.
You are a product of all who came before you. The legacy of your family. You are your mother. And whether you like it or not, you are also your father.
I told my men they wouldn't be able to kill me if they tried.
No.
You can get trained by something. You can fight enemies.
But why would you get trained like Doctor Strange?
Those are like Doctor Strange.
Oh! The structure.
Yeah.
Oh, kind of. But this is more like his dad is super rich, so probably the trends will come to him. I'm guessing. But I see what you mean.
Glenn, I was right. He's just a criminal who murders people. Be careful how you speak to me, boy. from your past.
Oh, fit.
Is this what you wanted?
I don't know. Yes.
You got this.
What the?
Thank you.
Was that the abomination? Right. So that in the water looks like a dragon, and you like King Fang Foom.
Is this what you wanted?
And that last guy fought in the crane.
Is that related to Abomination anyway?
Sorry?
Is this guy related to Abomination anyway?
No, not normally.
Got this.
Oh no, this guy looks fishy.
It looks like Abomination was.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was literally going to say no. It can't be him.
Thank you.
Where?
There, that guy. You made like a shield.
One.
You got this.
Your hair. Oh, it is. I didn't
Thank you.
That's a lot to unpack. Feng Fang Foom is a big dragon. He's in loads of comics. He's been there for day one. He's quite. I like seeing him. He never really wins. He's kind of also funny.
Yeah.
But he's related. Sometimes he's related to all the Asia mystics. So he should be there. You're right. That was a sorcerer.
Yeah.
And that is an abomination. Do you remember the abomination? From the first Hulk movie.
Doesn't he fight Hulk a lot?
No, he's a Hulk foe. He gets the same power. His source is from the same power as the Hulk. So he's going to go fight that?
Yeah. You know the rings. Who do they belong to?
Alright, so let me remember. In the comics,
He was finding his dad there.
yeah. So now I think they're slightly doing it differently here. Where it looks like the rings been in their family for generations and they pass it down. In the comics, the Mandarin has the rings, but he found them in some spaceship. The alien technology.
Is the magic his dad?
No, in the comics, Mandarin is not his dad. But here, and I know why, the person who was dad originally in the comics, they can't really make him his dad anymore. It was back in the 50s, not in the 50s, in the 40s, when there's a lot more racism around. Whenever they used to draw bad people from China, they used to really make them really really badly caricatures.
Yeah.
And then a guy called Fu Manchu, that's who his dad is.
Yeah.
But he's like the worst caricature ever you can build it of an Asian. If you want to do an Asian film that's going to sell in China and all those places, you really can't have that guy anymore. He doesn't belong in this day and age. So I think they've updated it for MCU. His dad is going to be in Mandarin now, which I can get with. You know, so they combine two things together, fine. But
You mentioned about the Abomination thing. He's made something with Hulk. I think they're probably going to do it differently. Because there was a lie in there as well. So I thought they're going to do that anime thing.
So the line's from the past. Well, sorry, that scene seems to be from the past. But I don't know what that line thing is either. So yeah, we're going to see mystical creatures. You know, I guess mystical Asian type creatures.
I think I'm going to like this one, like, one of my favorites. Because it's not like...
What's one of your favourites? What is one of your favourites?
I don't know. I don't really have it.
Also, what did you say now? I
I
didn't
think
hear.
this one might be my favorite.
Oh, this one might be your favourite.
Yeah. Because it just seems like, I don't know, like a normal person. You know?
He is normal. In the comics, he doesn't. Well, I'll say this. In the comics, for 99% of the time in the comics, he does have power. There's one time he had power about 2 years ago, and they took it off him anyway. So he is normal. He's a normal human being, but superbly trained. What do you think about this?
Yeah, it looks good. I went down the fight with the rings that we get in the
Yeah,
trailer.
this trailer looks a lot better than the first trailer. I must say that now. The first trailer,
The first trailer was quite hype.
yeah, but I prefer this. And I'll tell you why I prefer this.
For the people see stuff. For the stuff you see. Because you know more. Like that.
Yeah. And, okay, there's one scene there where I think it was his mom doing the move. I like that kind of martial arts. I don't like the kind that we saw the boss, which is almost They said that almost everybody does. It doesn't even seem that big a deal. That one looked more. I want to say Asian, but no. What I meant was more the old school kung fu movie.
Yeah.
More Cotton Tiger, Hidden Dragon. You know, I like kind of that style of martial arts. So there's a lot more of that in this than the first trailer. So that's why I guess I like this more. But you're right. We've seen a sorcerer, we've seen Abomination, we've seen possibly Fing Fang Fu, which you guys don't know what. To me.
One thing about Marvel that does that annoys me that like when I'm watching other shows, isn't like Marvel, they do so many characters at such a different power level. They're just like, well, he just saved the world, like it's just like something like, oh, he was struggling, I'm gonna come through with a guy that he did this, I could easily stop it.
Which guy?
It's like, for example, like Thor, this whole movie, like, Thor wants to come, he can stop it and everything.
What, in this film?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see, okay. And this comes.
Strange. That one annoyed me the most, because, like, you just saved the world casually, and, like, almost no one knew.
But this comes up a lot. In when people talk about comics and films, they say, oh, where was X, where was Y, where was Z? They can't respond to all. Some of them, you're right, some of them might not even know they was in danger.
Yeah.
Like in the Doctor Strange one, I can see why they wouldn't know. It's a whole different level, realm, and by the time they probably were, he solved it.
Yeah.
But then someone say, oh, when in Dark World, when Thor was fighting that guy, where were all the Avengers? Good point. Maybe they're all fighting somebody else. You know, it's something you can't expect all the heroes to turn up to all the action. In real life, the police are not everywhere. They get there late sometimes, you know. Sometimes before they get there, it's over. That's the logic you have to go with. But I understand sometimes, hang on, if it's such a big deal, you'd expect certain people to be able to come in and respond. I really don't expect him, whatever he does, I'm not expecting to be on a scale that will attract their attention. It's probably going to be something personal, content to China, maybe not even the whole of China, probably to their area. So now, before I was really excited for this film. The first trailer made me a bit unsure. I'm now back to my full excitement.
Wait, you know the comics?
Yeah.
Who in like? I know the comics change a lot, but like who actually mainly has the rings?
Mandarin. Oh, no, in the comics, there's no doubt the rings belong to the Mandarin. That's his thing. That's not changed from the comics to this.
I hope they give him.
What, to his son?
To Shang Chi. Yeah.
No. Right. Okay. So because in the comics, Shang Chi and Mandarin are not related or anything like that. Shang Chi's got nothing to do with the rings in the comics. Him getting the rings at the end of this will be weird, because that means he's got superpowers. Whereas I think they should focus on his key ability to be that he's just the best martial artist in the world. He might get the rings, and then there's who knows. He might beat Mandarin. He might not. I hope he doesn't actually start using the rings, because then to me he's no longer Shang. Well, he's still Shang-Chi, but with powers. I don't know. They might change it for MCU. MCU changes things. Oh, he might win it and decide that, oh, I don't want to be like my father. I don't want to use his powers. He might just go and knock him away. If he does that, you'd be annoyed.
They did it with the Infinity Stones. Like, I don't want to do it with another powerful. I know they're completely different levels. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to keep your way.
Okay, so if that was you, I'm not going to talk about the rings now, because I probably would keep the rings personally. Well, let's talk about the Infinity Stones. You wouldn't hide them away?
No. If I had the Infinity Stones, I'd probably put them away, because if someone like rushes you, like Avengers, if the Avengers were bad and they rushed you, they could do whatever they want. But that's just like, because of like, from the perspective of you, it's amazing. Like, I mean, there's nothing that. There's basically, unless you do time travel again, there's nothing to do with things to do again. And MCU, time travel is what I made.
You're annoyed because the Infinity Stones no longer exist in the MCU. Oh. But technically, they still exist though.
I know, like the whole TA stuff, but it's like.
What TA?
The TA. TVA. Oh,
no, forget TVA. I mean, in the MCU timeline, let's forget about multiverse and Thanos destroyed them.
Yeah.
But when he destroyed them, he reduced them to atoms. They still exist there. They're just atomized. There's nobody saying somebody down the line, this is Marvel, this is MCU. Something like go and then find a way to bring them back together and reform them. The particles exist in that universe. When it comes to comics, trust me, nothing's ever gone forever.
You can definitely see what happens. Someone like bringing them back.
Yeah. Listen, 10 years, films. In another 20 years, they might decide, oh, right, it's time to bring them back. You know. So it's comic world. Nobody stays there forever. Things like that, yeah. Everything always comes back. Anything else, guys, before we... That was meant to be a short review. But I say bye-bye to everybody.
Bye.
Right, and we out.